keep your head down.
Apple TV Plus doesn't just compete with the big boys. It's quietly crushing them. While Netflix...
Order will vanish. This massive event...
HBO and Prime pump out quantity. Apple is going for quality, and it's working. From sci-fi juggernauts to gritty espionage thrillers.
Here in the 215, you're gonna get your head shot off.
They've built a lineup that's flying under the radar, but deserves top billing. These aren't just good shows. They're some of the best streaming anywhere. Let's count them down. Number 10, Invasion.
And homes.
Invasion is a sprawling, slow-burn sci-fi thriller that's less about alien spectacle and more about how everyday people respond when the world starts to crumble. Told from multiple global perspectives across the US, Japan, the UK, and the Middle East, it trades action for atmosphere, paranoia, and emotional fallout. The aliens are a looming presence more than a constant threat, but that tension builds over time. While the first season left many wanting more, Season 2 ups the ante with broader scope and deeper stakes, and a third season is officially on the way. So if you're in for a patient, high-concept story with growing rewards, this 2-season and counting series has plenty of cosmic unease to offer. Just don't expect explosions in episode 1. Number 9, Dope Thief. Dope Thief is a gritty, high-stakes crime drama packed into an 8-episode miniseries, and it hits like a gut punch. Based on the novel by Dennis Tafoya, the story follows 2 childhood friends in Philadelphia who impersonate DEA agents to rob drug dealers. But when they hit the wrong stash house, one under federal surveillance, it triggers a deadly chain of consequences. The show plays like a pressure cooker, with every episode tightening the screws as secrets unravel, threats escalate, and loyalties fracture. Brian Tyree Henry and Wagner Moura ground the chaos with raw, emotional performances, while Ridley Scott's influence as executive producer gives the series its slick, cinematic grit. With no second season planned, Dope Thief delivers a complete, tightly wound descent into the underworld, and it's one you won't want to look away from. Number 8, Foundation.
The Empire will fall. Order will vanish.
Foundation is Apple TV Plus at its most ambitious. A sweeping, high-concept space opera adapted from Isaac Asimov's legendary sci-fi novels. Set across galaxies and centuries, it follows a mathematician who predicts the fall of a galactic empire and sparks a movement to preserve civilization's knowledge. Visually stunning and thematically dense, this series is part political thriller, part philosophical epic, loaded with clones, prophecies, and celestial stakes. Led by Jared Harris and Lee Pace, it blends philosophical questions about destiny with imperial power struggles and breathtaking world building. With 2 seasons already out and a 3rd in production, Foundation asks for your attention, but rewards it with cerebral sci-fi unlike anything else on streaming. If you're craving a show that plays like Game of Thrones in space, this is your next great obsession. Number 7, Your Friends and Neighbors.
If you get caught, there will be penalties.
I needed that money!
Think Breaking Bad meets The White Lotus in suburbia, and you've got Your Friends and Neighbors, Apple's darkly hilarious, sharply written crime dramedy. Jon Hamm leads the charge as a disgraced hedge fund manager who, after losing his job and marriage, turns to stealing from the very neighbors who still think he's doing just fine. It's part satire, part heist story, and fully loaded with twisted character dynamics, suburban secrets, and a surprisingly gripping emotional core. Olivia Munn and Amanda Peet round out the cast in a story that digs deep into privilege, pride, and the lies we live with. Season 1 is 9 episodes of suburban scheming, betrayal, and dark humor that goes down like top-shelf liquor. Already renewed for a 2nd season, this is the kind of show that pulls you in with charm and leaves you stunned by the body count. Number 6, Masters of the Air.
All that we do, day in, day out.
An epic follow-up to Band of Brothers and the Pacific. Masters of the Air soars with emotional weight and visceral realism. This $250 million Apple TV Plus miniseries chronicles the heroic and harrowing missions of the 100th Bomb Group, nicknamed the Bloody 100th, as they fly B-17 bombing raids over Nazi-occupied Europe. Austin Butler, Callum Turner, and Anthony Boyle lead a stellar cast in a story that captures the horror of aerial combat, the trauma of captivity, and the brotherhood forged in war. With stunning visuals, high-stakes tension, and a raw portrayal of wartime sacrifice, this series is a must-watch for fans of historical dramas. Though at times heavy with American exceptionalism, it remains a riveting tribute to courage in the skies. Number 5. Silo.
We do not know why we are here. We do not know who built the silo.
The dystopian sci-fi mystery series, currently 2 seasons deep, with a 3rd and final 4th season on the way. Set in a massive underground structure housing 10,000 people, it follows Juliet Nichols, Rebecca Ferguson, an engineer who uncovers deadly secrets hidden by the society's rigid laws. The residents are told the surface is toxic, but cracks in the official story spark Juliet's investigation into what's real and what's been erased. The show masterfully blends conspiracy, political thriller, and survival drama, drawing comparisons to Lost and The Hunger Games. Ferguson anchors a stellar ensemble, and the world building is both eerie and intricate. Season 2 raises the stakes even higher, with more rebellion, deeper revelations, and a larger exploration of the Silo network. Number 4. For All Mankind.
Foot on the moon. Across the world, people wait with bated breath.
For All Mankind is Apple TV Plus's boldest alternate history series, one where the Soviets land on the moon first, triggering a relentless, decades-long space race. Created by Battlestar Galactica's Ronald D. Moore, the show imagines a world where lunar bases, Mars colonies, and geopolitical drama collide in spectacular fashion. Across 4 seasons, spanning from 1969 to the early 2000s, it explores both global and personal evolution through characters like Ed Baldwin, Joel Kinnaman, and Danielle Poole, Chris Marshall. Season 4 just wrapped in early 2024, and the show has been renewed for Season 5, with a Soviet-centric spin-off, Star City, in development. It's high-stakes drama, meticulous science fiction, and razor-sharp writing rolled into one. Number 3. Blackbird. Blackbird is a tense, 6-episode true crime miniseries that premiered in July 2022. Based on the real-life memoir, In with the Devil by James Keane, the show follows Keane, Taron Egerton, a former football star turned drug dealer who is offered an extraordinary deal: transfer into a maximum security prison for the criminally insane, and coax a confession from suspected serial killer Larry Hall, Paul Walter Hauser. If successful, he walks free. With psychological mind games, claustrophobic tension, and standout performances, including one of Ray Liotta's final roles, Blackbird builds an emotional and nerve-wracking crescendo. Critically acclaimed and Emmy-winning, it's a sharp, character-driven drama that blends emotional weight with criminal suspense. Number 2. Slow Horses.
I didn't mean to kill him.
Of course you didn't. If you meant to kill him, he'd still be alive.
Premiering in April 2022 on Apple TV. Plus, Slow Horses is a razor-sharp British espionage thriller with biting dark comedy. Based on Mick Herron's Slough House novels, the show follows a team of disgraced MI5 agents relegated to administrative exile, led by the grotesquely brilliant Jackson Lamb, played by Gary Oldman. Despite being outcasts, these slow horses often stumble into and resolve major intelligence crises. With 4 critically acclaimed seasons and 2 more on the way, Slow Horses is a masterclass in character-driven spy drama, blending suspense, wit, and political intrigue. Oldman, in one of his finest TV roles, is backed by a stellar ensemble, including Jack Lowden and Kristen Scott Thomas. It's a gritty, addictive alternative to slick spy shows, more Le Carré than Bond. Number 1. Severance.
I confer upon you the advanced role of department chief. A handshake is available upon request.
In Severance, corporate loyalty reaches dystopian extremes. This cerebral, genre-blending thriller follows Mark Scout, Adam Scott, an employee at Lumen Industries, where a controversial severance procedure surgically splits employees' memories into work and personal identities. Inside, Mark's innie lives a sterile, repetitive office life. Outside, his outie grieves a mysterious past. As questions about Lumen's sinister operations grow, Mark and his co-workers seek to break the chains of psychological imprisonment. Created by Dan Erickson and directed by Ben Stiller, The show features a chillingly immersive design, haunting score, and stellar performances from Patricia Arquette, John Turturro, and Christopher Walken. Severance is a masterclass in slow-burn storytelling, exploring free will, identity, and corporate control with hypnotic intensity. And that's the list. While the other streamers chase algorithms, Apple TV Plus is quietly building a legacy, one bold, brilliant show at a time.
The clock is running.
From the existential depths of Severance to the interstellar stakes of Foundation, these series aren't just good TV, they're top-tier storytelling, plain and simple. If even one of these made it to your watch list, do the thing. Like, subscribe and tap the bell so you don't miss the next deep dive. Got a sleeper hit on Apple we missed? Drop it in the comments. We're always down to uncover a hidden gem. And if you stuck around all the way to number 1, drop a popcorn emoji in the comments so we know you're one of the real ones. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.